Oh, something different.
Luke chapter 15, verses 1 to 3. Now the tax collectors and sinners were all drawing near to hear him. And the Pharisees and scribes grumbled, saying, This man receives sinners and eats with them. So he told them this parable. Can you imagine the Christians? Well, they were not Christians then, eh? But the religious leaders, those who were at the helm of religiosity, were most distressed, upset, and grumbling because Jesus dared to be receiving sinners, dared to be eating with them. Is it possible that by spending time with sinners, he was tainting his sanity? Jesus heard the complaints. He heard the grumbles. He heard the criticism. And he responded with 3 parables. The first parable, the parable of the lost sheep, which speaks of those lost because of ignorance. Because sometimes we lose our way because we do not know, because we do not understand. Then there was a parable of the lost coin, lost because of neglect. Because sometimes those in our midst, those who are a part of our sphere, those who are a part of our churches, get lost because we've neglected them. Because those who should have helped to nurture, who should have paid attention and seen when things were beginning to go wrong, had no time, and they got lost because of neglect. And then, of course, there is a parable of the lost sons. Did you say sons, Bishop? Yes, sons. So often we see it as the parable of the prodigal son. The prodigal son being lost. But actually, it was the lost sons. There was the prodigal son who was lost, which speaks to the loss that comes from rebellion. Because some of us lose our way because we get rebellious. But there was also the lost son, the respectable one. Lost, though respectable. Respectable, but have gone from the way. The question is, are we lost? Or are we on the right path? Remember, lost here does not speak of being eternally lost. It speaks of not being able to find our way, the right path. Thank God, however, that God is a God of the lost souls. Jesus came and died for lost souls. If we have lost our way, it is not an eternal damnation. We can be saved. We can find back our way. And heaven is looking forward to us finding our way. We're going to be talking for the next few days on some lessons to be learned from the parable of the lost sons. We speak about the first one all the time, but we shall look on the second lost son. What are the lessons we can learn? But let's talk about this today. Let's talk about that time that you may have lost your way. Let's talk about the ways that we can get lost, either through ignorance, neglect, rebellion, or even the guise of respectability. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell, and let's enjoy good conversation about the word. God bless you.